The cozy game explosion has given us tons of farming sims, but indie developers are pushing this genre into a wild new territory. I found games that blend comfort with incredible innovation, including one where patience itself becomes an unforgettable adventure. These aren't just clones, they're games that will change how you think about cozy gameplay. Stick around. Let's kick things off with that very game, While Waiting. It's a brilliant concept from Optilusion, the team behind the amazing puzzle game Moncage. It asks, what if cozy gameplay wasn't about what you do, but what you don't do? The idea is simple but smart. While Waiting is a game about finding beauty in life's pauses from birth to death. Across over 100 scenarios, you might be waiting for a bus or for ramen to be ready, but your main goal is to let a timer run out and you could finish the entire game by doing nothing. But here's the genius. While you wait, each level is filled with charming distractions and secrets that tempt you to interact. You can poke things, cause harmless trouble, and find hidden endings. These aren't just time wasters, they're creative explorations of how we fill empty moments, turning the boring act of waiting into a relaxing adventure. The charming, hand-drawn black and white art style uses splashes of colour to guide your eye, keeping the focus on the experience. It's a thoughtful journey that challenges our idea of gameplay, proving that even life's quietest moments, there's a world of cozy to discover. The game was released in February 2025 for PC and Nintendo Switch. Next is Grimoire Groves, a game that blends the cozy genre with a roguelite, featuring a beautiful hand-drawn look and unique pacifist twist. Imagine the dungeon crawling of Hades with the nurturing of Stardew Valley, but instead of fighting, you're befriending magical plant creatures. That's Grimoire Groves. You play as a witch restoring a magical garden, and you explore procedurally generated forests, but there's no combat. You use spells to tame overly friendly plant creatures. The vibrant, whimsical art style is where the game really shines, feeling like a Studio Ghibli movie brought to life. The cheerful and beautiful world is a core part of what makes the game so relaxing. The gameplay loop is just as charming. Explore, find new plant creatures, bring their seeds back to your garden and grow them to unlock new spells and areas. It's a satisfying cycle that's both rewarding and chill. Grimoire Groves was released in March 2025. Our next gem, Wanderstop, looks cozy on the surface but hides a deep emotional story. It comes from Ivy Road, a studio that includes one of the Stanley Parable's creators. You play as Alta, a burned-out warrior who near runs a tea shop in a magical forest. Gameplay is about brewing tea, tending a garden and managing the shop, but it does something clever. With no stressful to-do lists, it encourages you to simply exist in the moment and rest. The story is what makes this game special. It's a gentle look at burnout, failure and learning to slow down. Alta's struggle to find a new identity is relatable, and the writing turns making tea into a therapeutic journey of healing. With a stunning art style, Wanderstop understands that the biggest adventure isn't always saving the world, but giving yourself space to heal. Released in March 2025, it's a one-of-a-kind experience, proving cozy games can tell powerful stories. Ever wished you could get to know your villagers better in a village sim? Ages of Cataria does just that, creating what the devs call a village story generator. At its heart, it's a cozy colony sim where you build and manage a village, but the game stands out with its circle of life focus. Villagers age over several real-world weeks, develop personalities, have kids, and eventually pass away. Their lives unfold through stories where your choices shape the town's history. This creates a deep connection. You're not just managing a village, you're watching a multi-generational story unfold, celebrating their joys and feeling a genuine loss when they pass. Excitingly, planned multiplayer will let you connect with other villagers, expanding the world. It's an ambitious blend of management and personal, character-driven stories. The early access version is set to release on September 16th. Next up is a different kind of cozy, one of creativity and nostalgia. Music Power Up is a love letter to the 8-bit era and a sim that puts you in the shoes of a 1980s video game music producer. This game is part story-driven adventure, part music-making tool. You'll meet programmers and artists and create music for 10 different retro-inspired games. The coolest part, every one of these games is fully playable with a soundtrack that you made. The core is a complete music studio with a drum machine, synthesizer and sequencer, and after you create the tracks, an in-game magazine reviews the game and your music, and you can even win awards. Music Power Up is incredibly authentic. It's not just about making music, it is a music-making tool. After the story, you can use the studio to create and export your own tracks. It's an interactive history lesson and a powerful creative tool in one, planned for release in 2026. Next, we head deep underground in Everdeep Aurora, a cozy narrative platformer with a retro look and a world full of mystery. After a meteor shower forces everyone underground, you play as Shell, a cat child who wakes up to find their mother missing. With a letter and a drill, you venture into the depths to find her, and the world is made of stone tiles you can drill through to make your own paths, turning the environment into a puzzle. The world building is what makes this game special. The underground is a new home for civilization filled with quirky characters and over 20 residents, each with stories that help you uncover the secrets of the Everdeep. The visuals are a throwback to the 16-bit era, with smooth, modern animations and a dynamic soundtrack. As a non-violent game focused on exploration and connection, it promises a lonely but hopeful adventure about searching for home. Everdeep Aurora was released on July 10th, 2025. Finally, we have a game that feels like a childhood dream come to life, an adventure that breaks the fourth wall of its own storybook, the Plucky Squire. From all possible futures, a studio co-founded by a former Pokémon art director, this game asks, what happens when storybook characters discover a world outside their pages? You play as a heroic Squire Jot. When the villain Hungrump realizes he's destined to lose, he kicks you out of your 2D book and into the 3D world of a child's bedroom. This is where the magic happens. Gameplay seamlessly shifts between the 2D book and the 3D room. One moment you're a flat character on a page, the next you're a 3D hero jumping onto a desk lamp. This isn't just a visual trick, it's the heart of the game's puzzles. The art style is breathtaking, blending classic children's book charm with a vibrant 3D world. It's an adventure filled with creative minigames and boundless imagination, from fighting badgers with a jetpack to playing a side-scroller on a cereal box. The digital version released on September 17th, 2024. And there you have it, 7 incredible indies pushing the boundaries of cozy gaming, from the patience of while waiting to the wonder of the Plucky Squire. These games show how diverse the genre can be. These developers prove a cozy game can be about making tea, growing plants, or composing an 8-bit soundtrack, creating experiences you can't find anywhere else. So what's the most mind-blowing cozy game you've played? What hidden gem is redefining the genre? Let me know in the comments. I read them all, and I'm always looking for my next favourite. If you enjoyed this and want more cozy and indie highlights, please like and subscribe. It helps a ton, and you won't want to miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and stay cozy.